1.82 Erudov 1.82. It's an interesting problem where there are many concepts. Now the problem is this is a wedge with mass m. This is a mass m. Small m is the notation for the mass. It is connected by a string which is passing through this pulley and it is attached to this wall. The wedge can slide horizontally and we are assuming there is no friction here. So there is no frictional force. In this question we will be using the following concepts. One is of the constraint, and the another is of pseudo force. As far as the constraint is concerned, if this is the length x, this part is x and this part is y, then x plus y will always be constant, which is equal to L. If we differentiate it, x double dot, if we double differentiate with respect to time, is equal to minus y double dot. So if we take the magnitude of x double dot is equal to magnitude of y double dot. What does it mean? It means that if x double dot is the acceleration of mass, small mass m, with respect to wedge, let it be AR, and the acceleration of the bigger mass is A, the magnitude of AR and A are equal. So we have got one aspect of the problem, that is magnitude of AR is equal to A. So wherever we use AR, we can use A in place of AR. Now let us draw the free body diagram. If we look at the wedge and mass, I am just drawing the free body diagram so that we understand which all forces we need to take into account while solving this problem. And in such problem, it's always important to have a very clearly made free body diagram. Now here, this is the mass component. Let the vertical weight is mg. This is the component along the inclined plane, and if this angle is alpha, this angle is also alpha. So this is mg cos alpha and it is mg sin alpha. So this is the first step. At least we should know the components of the mass m and the force which is exerted due to this in two planes. In such questions, always have the components in two directions. One is along the plane and another is perpendicular to the plane. If we take this as x-axis, we have taken that is y we have already taken. We could have taken this as z. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that always have components along the plane and perpendicular to the plane. Now when this wedge is moving with an acceleration a, what will happen to this mass? It will experience, this whole frame is moving. You see, the whole frame is moving, and as I've explained in other problems also, whenever there is a movement of the frame in which any mass m is kept, if the frame moves with acceleration a, the mass will experience a pseudo force. I am writing PF as abbreviation for pseudo force in the direction which is opposite to the direction of the acceleration of the reference frame. So here the reference frame is the wedge this wedge itself is moving with acceleration a, and the small mass m is moving on the wedge with the relative acceleration ar, magnitude of which is equal to a anyway, but it will experience a pseudo force ma. This angle is alpha, so another component along the inclined plane is ma cos alpha, and the vertical component would be vertical to the angle alpha, vertical to the inclined plane, ma sine alpha. Which is the other force which is acting? Other force is the interaction force between wedge and the small mass m. This will be N. As far as this block is concerned, N will act in this direction. And we know this angle is alpha, and if this is N, this will be N sine alpha. The N which is acting on the small mass m will be in this direction. So now let us take the small mass first. Let us take the small mass first, and let us write the components, the motion equation for the block in the two planes. This plane along the inclined direction and the perpendicular. As far as the perpendicular direction is concerned, the forces have to balance because the block is not moving perpendicular to the wedge. There is no movement of block perpendicular to the wedge because block is sliding like this, but it is not moving perpendicular to the wedge, but it is moving in this direction. So when we write the components of forces and the acceleration in this direction, m ar is equal to a, we'll write later on. This mass is moving with acceleration ar in this frame, and it will be equal to, what are the forces in this direction? Oh, we have to take the tension also. This will be T and this will also be T. Now, what are the forces which are acting along the acceleration AR? These are mg sine alpha plus ma cos alpha minus T. T is acting against the direction of acceleration. It is in the opposite direction. That is why I have taken T in the negative direction. Now, write the force component equation for the vertical plane, that is vertical to the inclined plane, and since there is no acceleration, no movement in this direction, the forces have to balance. That is ma sine alpha plus n. This is the force which is acting on the block in this direction. And what is the force in this direction? The force in this direction is equal to mg cos alpha ma sin alpha plus n is equal to mg cos alpha. So this is the relationship for the smaller block, and in place of AR we can write as MA. Now we have to also write the equation for the wedge. If we look at the wedge, what are the forces which are acting on the wedge? The forces which are acting on the wedge are the tension component. If we take in the horizontal plane, this angle is alpha, so this is alpha, it is T cos alpha. So what is the force in that direction? One is T, and The other force is T cos alpha. What is the other force which is acting on the wedge? This is N, and in this direction it is N sine alpha, because this angle is alpha, this is pi by 2 minus alpha, so N cos pi by 2 minus alpha is equal to N sine alpha. The other force which is acting on the block is N sine alpha. Due to these forces, this wedge is moving with an acceleration A. So A is the acceleration in this direction. So we can write ma is equal to T 1 minus cos alpha plus N sine alpha. These are the three equations which we have got. This equation, this and this. Now we have to use these three equations to get the value of the acceleration of the block. Now let us eliminate N first. We can multiply this by sine alpha, ma sine square alpha plus N sine alpha is equal to mg cos alpha sine alpha. We can add these two equations and N gets eliminated. We get ma plus ma sine square alpha. We are adding these two, this one and this one, and on the other side, this side we have one more, that is N sine alpha, oh that is getting cancelled, sorry, is equal to, N sine alpha is getting cancelled, is equal to T 1 minus cos alpha plus mg sine alpha cos alpha. So we have got another equation. Now we will use these two equations to get the value of A. So what is the value of T? We can place the value of T here and solve the equation. We will do it like this. Value of T is equal to mg sine alpha. T is equal to mg sine alpha plus ma cos alpha minus 1. This is the value of T. Now put the value of T in this equation. So we get capital MA plus small ma sine square alpha is equal to 1 minus cos alpha mg sine alpha plus, it will become minus because we can take is 1 minus cos alpha and it is getting multiplied by 1 minus cos alpha. So it will become minus ma 1 minus cos alpha whole square. In this equation we have put the value plus mg sine alpha cos alpha plus mg sine alpha cos alpha. Now we will open the bracket and solve it. It comes to ma plus small ma sine square alpha is equal to mg sine alpha minus mg sine alpha cos alpha minus ma 1 plus cos square alpha minus twice cos alpha plus mg sine alpha cos alpha. Now this gets cancelled, this will get cancelled, and this cos square alpha, the other things will come on this side, so we get a capital M plus small m sine square alpha plus m plus cos square alpha m times plus twice m cos alpha is equal to mg sine alpha. This becomes a times m plus, now this becomes m, sine square alpha plus cos square alpha is equal to 1, m plus twice m, and this is one more m, so it is 2m plus 2m cos alpha. It will be minus twice m cos alpha, because minus minus got cancelled here. We brought it on this side, so it will be minus twice m cos alpha is equal to mg sine alpha. So we get value of a is equal to mg sine alpha is equal to m plus twice m 1 minus cos alpha. Is the answer, is the acceleration of the wedge. So the basic concepts to be used in such problems is that we should have clarity on the free body diagram. Don't miss out on any force. Try to visualize all the forces which are acting on the two masses, or if there are three masses, as the case may be, and then try to have the components along the inclined plane and perpendicular to the inclined plane. Eliminate the variables and you get the solution. Like in this case, this is the value of the acceleration. Thank you.